everything seriously. Whether it's going to be funny or not, when we write it from the heart.
It takes a lot of earnest work.
Yeah.
To like make the stuff that seems silly actualize. My first thought is coming to the magazine. We talk about how it's a magazine for people who only aspire to be themselves. Our aspiration here is to like do a show that is us.
Now picked up on premium cable and backed by Lionsgate.
Drawing from these histories of these pop stars, of these DJs, of these European blonde women to tell this story, and it's like we can be only who we are.
I feel like Silver and Smoke and Two Lines are probably like the deepest, most vulnerable parts of ourselves. That like you say the thing that is like so embarrassing to say, that is so catchy, but it's like it all comes from the truth, and usually the truth is pretty like dumb and funny.
There's an interesting parallel between being queer and doing the show that we do, because it comes from such an earnest place, as does being queer in this business, because you have to constantly reassert a sense of honesty in place, that this show can feel almost embarrassing because it's so vulnerable. We do it because we know that it's important, and because we know that it's the only thing we can do.
Don't bring me if I'm honest, I'm a dying breed.
And I think that's the same concept of being queer in Hollywood. You do it not because you're trying to say something, but because it's the only way you can be. And it's embarrassing, and you're constantly thinking about what people are going to be thinking of you, but at the end of the day, you go to bed knowing that you've said all you can say.
People have expectations of what they think it's going to be, and like especially like what we put out media wise versus what you see in the room. Breaking those expectations is always really fun, and it makes the experience so individual and so special.
I think it also has to do with the mainstream. I think we're attracted to the things that are bizarre and that are strange, but not niche at all. The things we're attracted to exist in the culture, in the pop culture, in the mind. And so I think when we key into the bizarreness of those things, the balance strikes naturally, because that absurdity that's in our show already exists in the world. We're not making it up, and we're not like drawing from bizarre abstract artists. We're looking at pop stars, and we're looking at movies, and we're looking at things that are just already here, and I think that is important to the tone of the show.
Thank you so much.